While Android handhelds can't replace big handheld PCs in the conventional sense, the Retroid Pocket 6 and Odin 3 definitely can replace the Steam Deck in most use cases. The Steam Deck is a fantastic machine, but it is undeniably bulky, and the battery drains pretty quickly. And then there's the recent price hike. This is where high-end Android devices beat it, with better battery life and gorgeous screens in a form factor you can take with you on a commute. The Retroid Pocket 6 is a wonderful starting point for this. It uses an old but still capable Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip with a 5.5-inch AMOLED screen. For everyday carrying, it is incredibly portable and easily outlasts the Steam Deck on a single charge. It perfectly handles retro emulation up to the Switch and some lighter PC games on the side. The only minor catch is that PC games are built for larger monitors, so reading small text on a 5.5-inch display can sometimes be tough on the eyes, and the lower RAM model might hold you back on heavier Windows titles. If you are mostly looking to play old classics, then the Retroid Pocket Nova will be for you. We don't have the device yet, but you can take the AYN Pocket Air Mini for size comparison. The Nova will have a 4.5-inch AMOLED screen with a 4:3 aspect ratio. This makes it better for playing classic PS2 and GameCube games without any black bars on the sides. And on top of that, it's going to be lighter and smaller than the Pocket 6. It will have the same 8 Gen 2 chip, so you can still play modern-era games, but the screen size may require you to connect it to an external monitor for a comfortable play. If your main goal is digging into your PC backlog, the Odin 3 is where things get really interesting. It features a newer Snapdragon 8 Elite processor that gives modern games more room to breathe. Most of the Witcher 3-era games will run much better than on the Pocket 6. But again, you may need the higher RAM variant for stable performance. Even though the Odin 3 is technically more powerful than the Steam Deck, you have to remember that Android is relying on drivers and compatibility layers to run PC games. Because you are translating the code on the fly, it is not perfectly optimized for running very heavy titles. I mean, you can technically force something massive like Cyberpunk 2077 to run at around 50 frames per second with FrameGen. But honestly, with the visual artifacts and ghosting that come from it, I wouldn't really call that a comfortable playing experience. Brute force only gets you so far when the software isn't mature enough. After talking about these handhelds, it would be unfair to leave out the Odin 2 Portal. It is definitely bigger than the bunch, but still portable enough to toss in your backpack. If you don't mind a slightly larger build, the Portal is the best all-rounder out there in my opinion. You get that same powerful Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor, but it is paired with a 7-inch 1080p OLED screen running at 120Hz. That bigger display makes playing PC games or streaming from your main rig an absolute joy, because you aren't squinting to read tiny text or UI elements. And that bigger build means the cooling is also slightly better than that of the small handhelds. It is the perfect middle ground if you want something highly capable but still fall under that budget. In my opinion, none of these gives you the flawless click-and-play magic of SteamOS, but the trade-off for longer battery life and easier carry and being the most budget-friendly makes jumping into the Android ecosystem really worth it.